Okay, so this is going to be a quick rundown of how to get a half-decent lawn as a beginner using only Home Depot and Lowe's products. This is my lawn here. This photo is about a year old. My lawn has improved since then, but I mow it twice a week. I use a reel mower, and this is common Bermuda grass in North Texas. Bermuda grass needs a ton of nitrogen, so one of the quickest wins you can do for a beginner who hasn't done anything to their lawn is put down a high nitrogen fertilizer. If you're in North Texas or surrounding area, you likely have high pH, so a fertilizer like ammonium sulfate, which will say 2000 or 2100, is a great start. It'll give you high nitrogen and also reduce your pH over time. If you're in an area with low pH, like maybe over in Florida or some of the Carolinas have low pH, you can use urea 4600, but that's not available at Home Depot or Lowe's. If you're looking for an organic option for someone who has, maybe have kids, maybe have dogs, you can use morganite. If you can't find morganite, you can use milorganite. Morganite has a 5:1:1 ratio, whereas milorganite has a 6:4:0. So morganite has potassium and less phosphorus, which is exactly what you want for Bermuda grass. The first number, nitrogen, you need lots of nitrogen. The second number, phosphorus, you need low phosphorus with Bermuda grass. And the third number, well, that number is somewhere in between the two, so you want that to kind of be in the middle. Now that you have a fertilizer picked out, you might want to kill off some weeds. So you need to identify the weeds that you have. Use the Google app to take a picture of your lawn, take a picture of a weed really close up, and use the app to identify the weeds. Basically, build out a list of weeds that you have if you can't recognize them, and then pick out a herbicide that attacks those weeds. A common weed killer that people choose from Home Depot, again, there's better options, but Home Depot has some fine options, is Image Nutsedge Killer. That kills nutsedge, which is a really popular weed in Bermuda grass lawns. After you pick out a weed killer, you might want to deal with some insects. Bug Be Gone is a fine option. You can choose any brand, but you want to look for the active ingredient, bifenthrin. It's usually in small print at the bottom of the bag or on the back. You have to look really, really closely in person to make sure it contains bifenthrin. You can get the granular form, it lasts longer, or you can do the liquid spray option. Both are fine. After you pick out a insecticide, you might want to prevent some disease before it happens. So you can get Disease X or the Bio-Advanced Fungus Control, both in granular form. You can choose either one. Only thing that's important is next time you go to buy, when you run out, change to the different brand, or more importantly, different active. So basically just always be rotating products. A couple months from now, as we go into the fall, you're going to want to put down a Preemergent to prevent weeds from germinating. There's a number of different options. Indaziflam is a really popular active ingredient to look for, but the problem is bottles of that cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So you can actually buy this 3-in-1, although 3-in-1s are not necessarily the best product because you're getting 3 products when you only need one. This does contain indaziflam, and you can get it for less than $50.